Well, good morning, everyone. Join me here with the beautiful moonrise, I suppose, in the morning. The moon rises in the morning, I suppose. I don't know. It's just what it does. You never really know what it's gonna do, but that's okay because I have a nice ice water here. Oh, nice. And I know what you could say. Oh, then, Vince, don't drink ice water in the morning. It's not good for you. But you know what? Ice water is totally fine. It's fine. Like, what do you think people do in the Himalayas? In the morning. They drink the glacial runoff. It's nice and cold. The cold water's fine. What do you think the Vikings did all along? You think they say, oh, don't drink that cold water. No, it's not good for you. Here, use this old dirty iron pot. No. It's just, I don't know why people say cold water's not good for you. I mean, sure, hot water has its benefits and is good for you. It doesn't mean cold water's bad for you. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm still playing this game. But it's Game Channel. We play games, play new games all the time. Well, not all the time. Sometimes we play new games, and I was busy yesterday messing with. Oh no, this is no good. Why is that like that? I didn't notice that before. No. Oh well, it's an easy fix. It is an easy fix. Yeah, actually, what you gotta do is just take this off. Take this off. Remember the position of this, which is right there. Hit it again. I think it was right there. Just make it higher. And nope. No, you had the... Aye. Yeah, there we go. Ah, perfect. Alright, yeah, but I'm really, really loving this game. This game is so cool. Now, I attempted to talk about many things in this game before, and it literally took me 30 minutes of just, like, machine gun talking. So I'm not gonna do all that this time. If you like the game, go and play it yourself. I really like it. I don't know why. I think it's like this. It's this big project, and I just like it's like this big working project, and I just get excited about that. It's probably the most nerdy thing that I'll ever enjoy, but it's like this big, massive culmination in this project, and I'm building it, and it's great. And it's not like one of those, building games where you gotta grind out all the resources. Not really. As long as you got the resources and you got them flowing and flowing in, you can pretty much keep building and building, as long as you don't forget something or whatever. But what I'm doing here is, I think in the 2 episodes ago, you saw that I had completely changed my factory and got into like a working shape. I actually made a factory, and I did it off camera, and that's because I don't think most of you want to see me making one of these record as a recording, and then you're not going to watch it. It's interesting for me, but how interesting is that going to be for you? Probably not very. So unless you really love this game and you play it yourself. So I'm not going to show much of it, but the thing is that I did it all wrong. Well, somewhat. Space is the key. This thing, I've never played it before, and this thing just keeps expanding and expanding with each tier you get. But I feel like I'm at a point where, I know the resources there are on the map. So there's only so many resources, and then with those resources, there's only so many things that you're going to need a lot of as base components. So with that in mind, I allowed myself room for expansion. So that's the thing. It's all about space. If you want a neat factory that doesn't look like spaghetti, and you can expand it when you need extra production of something, always leave yourself space. Make a space for something, and then add in a few extra machines just for that thing that you're not going to use, but just put a few extra machines in there, and then leave yourself space for like 3 times more machines. You know, something with that, you know, that kind of thing. And then move on to the next area that you're going to use to make your next components, your next place of assembly line, that's kind of thing. But yeah, other than that, you're just going to have to work it out yourself. Screws, that's a big thing. I think, you know, I talked about that before. But yeah, I'm really loving this game, and it's actually a lot more fun than it looks. And look at all these textures and everything. Everything is just so, look, even the black areas within this cable has a detailed texture. I mean, look at that. Like, and the we'll get it to stop again here. Look at the surface texture of this metal. It's got a texture. It's got a really nice texture. Everything is just so nice in this game, and you know, like the attention to detail is just amazing. I mean, look. Nobody ever sees the bottom of these or even looks at them, but there's a bottom to it, and you know, that's a bit. Well, it's got a texture. It's not shiny, but you know, look at that. Look at it's got scratches in there. I mean, probably you see that same texture other places a lot too. But I mean, it's just so much. It's just a really nice game. It's just a really nice game. They thought of so many things, and you know, other things that I never like realized before in previous episodes. I don't really want to talk about it, but man, there's just so much to this game, and check this out. I also built one of these sinks. The awesome sink with the awesome shop. I didn't think this was really. I thought it was just more like a gimmick, but no, this is something that you must do it, because in here you got all these new recipes for you know, just better base building, really, a more interesting base building rather than just a few walls and a few things to build with. You know, it can even make your assembly line. I mean, they got like you know, like the power poles. You know, you can even get power poles that like you can mount it on the wall, and you can get these things like that hold these belts that mount on the wall, and other things like that, and better different ramps and all kinds of other stuff. You need that, and I didn't even know that before. And yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make my factory. I'm trying to start over and do it right. So I've made a lot more space over here, and I'm trying to leave myself extra space wherever I go for more production. These belts really take up a lot of space, but I'm realize now that one thing you can do to save on space with belts is to utilize your conveyor lifts. Yeah, over here. Okay, so I got these things all producing probably plates, and they're all flowing into this container, and I need those plates to go way down the line and follow this line. So I gotta merge them all together, and I need a container for backup overflow storage, because a lot of times I just need plates myself and I need somewhere to come and grab them. And yeah, so I got them all flowing together. They finally flow, they culminate here, and they go up with one of these, and they go back out. To reroute this all the way back out and go, that would have taken up a lot of belt space, but this thing just saved the day. The big lifter, as it says. It's not called the big lifter, but look at that. Even like this little detail, they thought of a new name to make it like kind of lore friendly, and it's like 819 lifter, you know, and it is with the 7 and the 1, and they went through the trouble of making an all new name just so that they could make it with a bunch of letters and some numbers, you know, or yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, so right now I'm working on this. I'm almost done. I made a slight error. The steel that I'm making way down there with the coal and the iron. To make the steel products, I forgot that it's not one of these. It's just a regular one of these. So that means that goes down here. So, right, I forgot about that. So I'm going to pipe the steel all the way down here. And I made a new spot for that. And I'm going to make my steel pipes and steel girders, whatever they're called. Yeah, these things, the steel beams and the steel pipes, they need to be made on the first level with the constructors. But sometimes you get a better recipe, right? So sometimes you get a better recipe for something, but that requires one of these large assemblers. So I'm leaving myself room to convert things into assemblers, which are literally over... they're about twice the size. And so you gotta leave yourself room, you know? What if you get a better recipe and you're like, oh no, I can't do that, you know, unless I, you know, maybe make some spot way out there and it'll be random, then you'll turn into Spaghetti Factory. So no, I'm not doing that. Look how much space I've left myself in here. You know, I can convert things into assemblers, or I can just add a new one if needed. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going, and then I've got the second floor tier, which is where all the more advanced parts are going to be made. I'm going to shift everything we're making down here that we need up here. I'm going to shift it up and put it in, and they're going to start working on like the assemblers up there, and I'm going to remove all of this stuff that's up there and start over again, because the other more advanced parts are going to be made up here, where I have this ginormous space for more stuff. Yeah, I'm using the space. I'm using the space, which is what you gotta do. Alright, figured I'd do an update here. Man, oh man, that is a massive job. I'm beginning to understand why people use the mass dismantle. But I don't know exactly, I've never done the mass dismantle. Does that dismantle everything you've ever built? I don't know. I think it might. But it's understandable because, you know, starting over from scratch, you know, is just, you know, it can be easier than, like if I do this all and then I have to do, then I realize that every portion needs to be bigger, and I cannot find like a decent place to expand this or expand that, and it's just going to be a spaghetti. That mass dismantle thing might be a very viable option. Anyways, so I had a bunch of stuff down here. I've been moving it up here. Some of these things, these are called project parts, and project parts, I'm not sure if they're ever used in the creation of other parts. They might only be used to send up this large elevator, and I've done the smart plating. I've sent up a bunch of smart plating, and I've sent up a bunch of these. At first, I think I sent up these. At first it was, you know, like a small number. It was like maybe 500 or something. Yeah, I think 500. But now it wants like 2,500 and some other things. So I don't know, maybe once it gets tired of these, I think I might have sent up, I can't remember now, but like so maybe like these smart plating I have, it doesn't want smart plating anymore, so maybe it won't ask for smart plating again. I don't actually know. So I'm gonna kind of like keep this the project parts a bit of a separate thing. I'm gonna dedicate maybe just a couple assemblers and, you know, the next tier of the constructor thing for that, because I feel like I'm not gonna need those all the time. I'm gonna need it once, maybe twice, you know, or maybe a small number once and then a big number again, and then I won't need it after that. So I'll have to use that location to, you know, keep changing those things. So that's kind of good, but it's something, you know, it's just a theory right now. All right, so right here, yeah, the bottom compared to the top, the bottom is still a bit of a quagmire, but it's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of stuff to do, and I think I've done it. I think I've got everything I need. I got probably more production than I need in some areas, and other areas I might need more production. But there's always overclocking, that's a superb thing to start researching as soon as you can. Get the power slugs and research overclocking, because that's just fantastic. And oh, I've been messing with these inventories, and I just wanted to mention, if any of you play this game or any of you new to this game, let me show you something. So if you double click, it'll transfer this stack across your inventory, right? If you have like a bunch of it in your inventory and you don't want to just click, you can hold left control and it'll transfer everything of that type into the other inventory and back again. And you can even use that to trash. Hold left control and click this, and you can drag it into the trash, and all of that, all of those things of that type will go into your trash. Very useful. So I can just go like that. Very cool. And of course, you can split it with the right click, or if you hold right click for like a second, it'll bring up this menu and you can split all that stuff. So yeah, just in case you never knew that, found that out. And oh yeah, I found this out by accident. I had a problem where I was like, what changed down there? And then I started working with it, and then I found out that if you just hover your mouse over something and you push a number, that building piece will appear in the hotbar down below. See that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 10. So that's how you fill that out. You just hover your mouse over it, press the button, and it will change. That's how you do that. Found that out kind of the hard way. But yeah, there's a lot of useful tricks that maybe the game doesn't actually tell you. You just maybe figure it out, maybe you don't. Alright, so yeah, what I need to do here is I've got, let's see, I've got, the basic parts going on here. I've got, let's see, my box frames there, and then I've got my rotors. After the rotors, I'm going to make these, the stators. The rotors and the stators are made together to make motors. So that requires another set of these. I'm just going to go 2 each. I don't know, maybe I'll only need 1, and I can, maybe then, use the third one over here if it's not running, if I need a third one somewhere else, I don't know, I'm just making 2 each like that. So then I need to make the motors, and let's see, so I need 2 more for that, 2 more for the motors, and then that's another thing, and then I think I'll have my probably 2 of these. I'll probably do that up there. I'll have 2 of these and 2 of the next type of production, which I don't have yet. I haven't unlocked it, but it's like a really big thing, and it's got like, these things have like 2 slots. The next one has 4 slots. So yeah, that's gonna make the I need to use that for other things. I'll probably have 2 of these and 2 of those, maybe over there, and then I'll continue the rest with the big ones probably up to there, and that's about as far as I am right now in the tiers. I don't really have, I'll have a couple of big ones up there, and I think that's all I really have. But I can unlock tiers, and oh yeah, so oh man, I've been working. I've done this. I unlocked the gasoline or the oil tier, so I can now make rubber and plastic. And let me show you where I'm at in there. So, oops, over here. Right. So we completed tier 4, tier 5. In the next episode, I want to do stuff with vehicles. I can make vehicles now. And let's see, tier 5, I can make a gas mask, so I can go into those areas. If I unlock that, I can probably do that whenever I get done with whatever I'm doing. And then I have the ability to, yeah, here's what we need for the next tier of manufacturing. We'll need to make computers. We can make a new truck. That's a new project part, so is that. Let's see, what else was there? Expanded infrastructure, yeah, so fuel generator, we might be able to switch over to gasoline power if we're gonna need it. Right now we're pretty good on coal power, but yeah, have my oil infrastructure set up. These are all pumping oil, and yeah, they're pumping. They're on pretty low capacity right now. I don't need a lot of oil, and then this is refining it. The waste product is going over there to be refined with another one of these into something, and then this one's making rubber, this one's making plastic, as we can see right in here. And yeah, if we need to, we can eventually use the oil to do gasoline, but right now I don't think we need gasoline. You know, we're doing pretty good. I've got all of these running on coal. We got plenty of coal. I mean, just plenty of coal, plenty of water right now, and I got room for like 2 more. You know, 2 more of these big things. So, as far as power goes, we're fine with the coal level. But we do need oil for, you know, advancing in the tiers. We need the oil products. Yeah, so that's where we are. So I'm going to continue on this line. Let me show you what I've done down here. Oh yeah, I need to make steel encased industrial beams too. Yeah, great. So that's going to be another one. So I might need to expand this one out, this level out further this way. We'll make the motors, and then we'll make the industrial beams. That'll be way out there. And then we'll start up there. Right, man, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in this game. The concrete probably doesn't need to come down this far because I'm going to make that over there. So it's like coming down here, and then it's going to go up, and then I'll probably just have it come up over there where we're going to make the steel case industrial beams. That's a long name. And then this all comes up, and it kind of culminates in manufacturing a combination of materials and screws and plates. Because those are going to be made into the reinforced iron plates, and then, ooh, I got things coming up here. So this, some of these need to be transferred up to the top to make parts. Some of these need to be, of course, stored, because I need that all the time. And some of these need to come over here to make other parts, like this, which also need to be transferred up to the top to make other parts, which also need to be stored down here for my own use, because I use it all the time. And yeah, these are making the plates, and oh my god, man, I mean, I'm trying to make it neat and organized, but there's so much to do. It's just so much to do. Alright, update here. It's still a sunny day out in the desert here. That mountain, look at that. See that mountain way back there? From some places in the map, maybe like way over there, you can see. Ooh, you can see almost the whole thing. I don't really understand. From in this canyon, I mean, you can't really see it. So I don't know. Maybe I feel like, yeah, maybe that area is just a lot higher, but you can't really tell from here. Anyways. Yeah, this is like a huge, it's like Mount Olympus or something. It's like, I don't know, it's a gigantic mountain, and I'd like to go to see if that's explorable. Probably not, but anyways, top floor is pretty much done. I've gotten everything going on. Yeah, made a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was, you know, I had inventories from my last thing, so like, you know, I just shuffled around the inventories, put the inventories back in here. I think these motors, yeah, actually, I think I pretty much had a full case. Oh, one thing I want to say was, yeah, I'm worried about my space. I'm worried about my space. I think the game, you know, the reason why the map is so big is that you're meant to use it. I mean, I think your base, your factory is supposed to be so big that it all will not render in at once. I think that's how big it's supposed to be, because I've got like the next tier is with those assembler things that have 4 ports, and one thing I didn't think about is that, you know, with the extra, those things have 2 ports on the back. You gotta have almost twice as many conveyor belts flowing around for those up there, you know? So it's a good thing I spaced those out the way I did, because I'm using all the space up there. You know, just, you gotta have twice as many conveyor belts, and then those things, they have 4 ports in the back. It's these 4 ingredients to craft one thing. I'm gonna have to spread those things really far apart, and they're gonna be like probably twice as big as those. Anyways, this thing is just outputting. It's just outputting one. This thing doesn't have any residuals, so so these things keep stopping over here. I'm guessing it's because of I'm taking the waste from these things, which are producing the plastic and the rubber. See, the waste is full. The waste is supposed to go up here and be crafted in something, but I didn't know, and the waste, I'm crafting the waste into something else, but that's creating more waste, and I can't, come on, I need an autosave. Alright, so this waste has to go somewhere, otherwise, yeah. What is that? Fuel, either converted into electricity or as fuel for vehicles. And then, okay, watch this. I bet I'll fix this and get it going. I need a pipe. That pipe is gonna go into here. This pipe is gonna go into here. And then that's filling up, which means this thing is producing, which means now this thing is taking the waste. Yes, and eventually these things are... Oh, and look at that! It's producing rubber and plastic again. I fixed it. There we go. Well, what do you want to see? I mean, it's this. It's a lot of this repeated over and over and over again, except in different ways. I mean, look at this. Okay, well, so this big rock created a bit of a quagmire here. I've had the truck, because like this was the line here, and I had to continue all of these machines off that way, but this rock is in the way, and I cannot funnel that many resources around this corner here because space is just getting too tight. So I had to go around here, but that's fine. Look at that. I got this network coming through here. It just goes around here, and yeah. So this is trucking pipes, which I need more of. I'm not producing enough pipes right now, but that's okay. I can fix that with power worms, and yeah. So this quick wire has taken a really long trip around. It's going many miles to be finally used in something over here, and it's still going pretty good. Is it using everything? Maybe. Let's see. I think that's, yeah. It's like one at a time there. So it's like yeah. So it's using it as fast as we can. So we got plenty of sheets somehow, and so it's just waiting on the quick wire. Yeah, so, right? You know, that means that, you know, if we can't, you know, speed up other processes to make that, and if we don't even need that many, what is it, making AI limiters, I don't know how many we'll actually need because it's not being used for anything right now. Both these things are being stored in here. Well, a lot of these things are just being stored. It's going to be used upstairs. There's big machines. That's what this is all for. I just haven't created the big machines yet. Yeah, right now, what we got to do is research the tier that gives us the better, or the bigger crafting units that can craft more complex things, which is not there. So behind me, industrial manufacturing. That's what we need. So we need that, we need that, we need rubber, and we need that. We should have all that, and then we can get the manufacturer plus a truck. But yeah, we need to keep making plastic and rubber to make what was it again? Oh my god. Well, yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. Alright, here we go. So I just grabbed some raw materials myself, and I made steel ingots myself, and then so I could make steel pipes myself. Didn't take very long. It probably saved a lot of time. Alright, I think I have enough to make 2 of these things. Oh yeah, those are huge. So this right here, these 2 and the 2 that I'm gonna make are here. I don't need as much space for these things, but they are here to, oh yeah. They're here to just make the stuff to send up the space elevator. Alright, there we go. So to make the production parts to send up a space elevator, we have these things set aside with this clearance set aside, and yeah, so it's gonna take different ingredients different times. So, you know, I could even take these outputs and I could string them up, yeah, like line them up over there actually. Maybe you do that. It doesn't need to be done right now though. It's a thing that doesn't need to be done right now, but these are huge, man. But I always like to climb on top of everything I create because I got ladders. Where's the other way up? There's got to be another ladder up. There's always another ladder up to the top. There it is, there it is. Told ya. Oh yeah, and you can sit on top of your big manufacturer and look at everything going in and look at the tiny little thing that's coming out. Okay, so now the first thing we gotta do is set up more of these to create these confounded things that I need to set up more of these things, which are these heavy industrial frames. Yeah, I need heavy industrial frames. So right, so I need more of these things, and then we can set up just 2 more of these things, and then I need to create conveyor belts carrying these 4 resources into each one so that it can create more heavy modular frames. And that's gonna consume a terrific amount of space up here. This space, it looked huge before, it suddenly looks tiny. Oh my god. Well guys, see you in a while. Alright, you scrap heads, I think I've pretty much got it pretty settled here. Right. Everything is running on coal power still. I feel like, you know, that's still got plenty of potential. Yeah, but I keep on having to dump out this reservoir. Yeah, if you just hit the flush button, it all just disappears. It is reabsorbed by the planet. So yeah, you just, oh wow, it's already full again almost. Yeah, just hit that flush button and it all goes away, and everything disappears, and these things will start producing again, or they'll keep producing, and everybody's happy. You just gotta keep flushing the toilet. There's no waste. The planet just reabsorbs everything. Look at that. Totally clean. Absolutely clean. Production of oil waste and then disposal of oil waste. It can be mined up again and again. Right, and so yeah. The only thing I don't have right now is a transportation network for me, so I'm kind of just parkouring everywhere and using ladders. So let's get up here and let me show you. So these, like I said, they're all gonna make parts such as this, the modular engine, and the adaptive control unit, which I do not think will be used in the creation of further parts, because these are project parts and all we do is collect up a bunch of them and send them up the space elevator, and nobody knows what they're used for apparently. But I'm making heavy modular frames right now. Those are pretty slow. There's like 2 a minute per machine. But as we get more of those, I'll be able to afford more of these manufacturers, and we'll move on to computers. Crystal oscillators, I might end up having to manufacture those, but As of right now, no, just the computers, and I got my supply lines. I've kind of decided to run them up the front here. So here they are. I can just kind of feed off of these, and they'll go up here, and I'll just run everything off the front. So yeah, like the first floor. And here I go here. I've got all these supply lines coming up here, and I've just got the four ingredients that I need so far, but oh, I just realized wait a second. If I want to run more supply lines, what am I gonna... I can actually run them straight through. I can just mesh through... Supply lines can mesh through supply lines, but I don't want to do that. I think that looks terrible. Oh, but what have I done? No. Okay, that was stupid. Okay, what I need to do is... Oh, why did I do that? What I need to do is, since these are the first ones in line, I need to move these up to the front 4. Why didn't I do that? I moved them to the back 4. Well, it's because of the placement where they were, actually. Oh well. I'm gonna do that later. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, here they are. They're all feeding all the parts in here. Everybody's waiting on screws, so I need to increase my screw production, which is... Yeah, I was about to do that, but then I forgot because I was upgrading my power network so that I could upgrade my screw production, but I started recording first, and I forgot about that. So, wow, these things are waiting for screws. It needs like 100 screws to produce one, so oh my god, yeah. Have I got any? Oh. It looks like I haven't got any, but that's supposed to be, oops. That's supposed to be in here. Hasn't produced... Oh, it's got some there. So there they go. I'm getting some, but not very fast. I need to increase screw production, like really increase screw production, which means after that I'll probably need to mess with my iron ingot production. Here we go, just come down here, slide off of here, find my screws. Where are you guys? That's my screw production here. So 1, 2, 3. Why don't you guys have a lot of worms? Or these are power shards made from power worms. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That is huge increase in production there. Oh yeah. That should be filling up and cranking out. And eventually we'll see a turnaround in our screws flowing down the lines. I might need to end up oh man, I might need to end up, well, like the last one I had built. You know, I built it all, and then I kept on having to fidget with it here, fidget with it there, and to get it to, you know, the best optimum efficiency. But yeah, that's just something I have to do again. And then in the next episode, I want to do something fun, like make some of these vehicles, especially the exploration vehicle, and we'll go out and explore. And oh yeah, make some gas masks and make some explosives and go out and blow some stuff up and see if I can get some cool, find some cool caves and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh, and there's a rifle too. I've discovered this. Well, I kind of discovered it. Yeah, well, I made it too. No. Sulfur? Aha! I made it to this quite a while ago, but the rifle. So I want to make the rifle. There it is. And that needs those and those and those, which we're making now. So I can eventually collect up all those and make the rifle plus its cartridges, and we'll be... Oh, something exploded. Let me fix that. There's nothing a good old power worm won't fix. It's you, which is part of that network, yeah. No, it's not you. Oh, but it is you. Oh, it's not getting water. Oh, we finally hit the water barrier. It's not getting enough water, is it? Oh, this one has enough water. Let's fill it up with... It's just not getting enough water. Wait, why is this one not? It's like one of the first in the line. Why is it not getting enough water? Oh, this one died. Why did this one die? Okay, let me increase the power here. Flip that back on. There we go. Let me do another one here. Increase that. Okay, so these are pumping the water. These are sending power to the coal miners that are mining the coal to feed all of this. So, oh, again. The water pumps, which are pumping the water to feed all this. It's all on these two, plus the oil, which is pumping oil. Okay, what now? Oh, this again. Okay, have another power worm. Again! Oh my god, what? I don't know. Let me go work it out. Anyways, I'll work it out. I think I'll just need to put more worms into our water supply, or maybe even another water pump. Who knows? I think maybe water is a problem here. Anyways, I gotta call it there, guys. It's been it's taken me all day. Basically, the better part of basically all day. And, yeah. Close the episode out there. It's been, you know, there's always gonna be stuff to work out. It's a brand new system that's like gigantic, right? So, yeah. Let me deal with that, and I'll bid you all farewell. Go ahead and hit the like button on the video if this video is interesting at all to you. You know what? I know it's a really dry video. I mean, I don't know how to make this interesting because it's actually not. It's interesting for me because it's like my project and I'm doing it, and I'm like, you know, sorting all these things out, and my memory is like working overtime, and obviously, you know, I mean to do something and forget because I have to do something else first, and yeah, it doesn't always work out, and you know, but I didn't want to like leave you guys behind and go another episode and go, ha, I built all this, and then like never have an episode of like kind of like building the whole thing, I guess. You know, I kind of do it all mostly off episode. So I've done this episode. It's the big factory episode. I hope I don't have to do another one. So yeah, do subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.